Hi, I'm Pixie Bluey, and we are going to be talking about Wanderstop. The devs, Ivy Road, gave me a review key for the game, so I'm excited to talk about it and talk about my experience playing it. So let's start off with the story. You play as Alta, who is a fallen fighter warrior. She is trying to get herself together after being defeated so many times in battle. She feels like she can fix herself by going to Master Winters, and on her way through the forest she exhausts herself and she ends up passing out. She then meets someone named Boro, who suggests that she just relax and help him with the tea shop, but she is so stubborn about it. But eventually she does decide to stay, only until she's able to get her strength back. Okay, now let's talk about the core gameplay. So you grow and harvest ingredients to make different types of tea, and you use this huge tea making machine to do it. I actually really enjoy making the tea. The mechanics are pretty fun, and I like watching the liquids go through the tubes. But first off, let me show you how to actually get the ingredients. So in order to get the tea leaves, you gather them in a basket and then you leave them to dry in the maintenance room. So after a few minutes, they will turn into a ball for tea. But while it's drying, you can plant and harvest some fruit. So Boro actually provides you with some seeds, and you start off planting them like in a straight line, for example with the magtails, and it will have a little bud in the middle, making it a small hybrid. The growing is instant, so you don't have to wait. All you need to do is just water it, and with the straight line of planting, you get more seeds. But if you do a pattern like a triangle, you will get a large hybrid which provides fruit. It's a simple concept, and what's really cool is that you can do combinations of large hybrids as well to get new fruits and plants. And yeah, that's pretty much it for harvesting and planting. When you play the game, you'll have like random customers that come in the tea shop, and they are actually quite interesting. I really like the knight. He's kind of like my favorite. Now, the dialogue is quite playful and fun to read, which makes these characters more enjoyable to learn about their story. There isn't any consequences if you get the tea wrong, and also if you feel stuck at any time, there is a book called The Book of Answers, and it's upstairs in the library, and it will tell you exactly what you need to do. There is a feature in the game where you can have Alta drink the tea that you make, or that she makes, and you choose a bench anywhere in the game. She sits down and reflects on her life, and these teas invoke different emotions, so you'll get different responses, and it's very insightful to see who this character is and her past and how she feels about things, and it helps the story along as well. Another part of the gameplay is cleaning up the area around the shop. You can clip these thorny vines and sweep up leaves, and sometimes they will have trinkets in them. You can use these trinkets to decorate. There's also a camera in the shop you can use to take pictures and hang them on the walls. I really like this feature. I have pictures of like all the customers. There's this interesting feature too where you can sit down and then the camera pans to like a different area, and all you do is simply just relax and listen to the beautiful music in the game. I found this very interesting, so whenever I need to pause my game to tend to something, I just sit on a bench somewhere and let the game be. There's one thing that kind of bothers me is how zoomed up the camera is whenever you're in the tea shop. It's like zoomed up on Alta a good bit, and it can be a little bit jarring at times. I've tried to get used to it, but sometimes it's hard, but it might make others feel a bit uneasy or give them motion sickness. On another note, and this has to do with decorating, do not get too attached to the things you decorate. Just a warning. When it comes to decorating, don't get too attached. Also, when it does come to the story, it does touch on some deep topics, so definitely be mindful of that. The game is only about 11 to 15 hours long. It's kind of like a one-shot, but I feel like it's definitely worth it, because sometimes you have these farming games that go on endlessly and it just lasts forever, and sometimes it's nice to actually have an ending, you know? Okay, so here are my final thoughts. I honestly really enjoyed the game. I was able to finish it in almost 19 hours. I really took my time on it. The pace of the story is great, and while playing, you don't have to feel like you're rushing to get things done. There isn't a grind mentality like most games. You just take your time with everything, whether it's making tea, or cleaning the area, or taking pictures. It is literally the theme of the game, which is to slow down and take a rest. I don't think I played a game quite like this in a while, and it was quite refreshing. If you want a fast-paced game with a grind, this might not be for you. But this game is the definition of cozy for sure. On a personal note, while I was making this review, I was thinking about how there were other content creators who were able to get their review for this game out very fast. It was kind of discouraging at first because I knew I was slow and I wanted to play the game fully before I gave my opinion, but as I was playing the game, I came to realize that I can't just rush these things just because of the release date. And also, I have a lot of factors to consider as a mom of two who homeschools. So there's a lot going on for me. And so I took my time, and I really enjoyed making a review for this game. I mean, with practice, sure, I'll get faster, but I wanted to put my heart into this, as this is kind of like my first game review. So thank you so much, Ivy Road, for this opportunity and teaching me that rest is just as important as working hard, and that sometimes it's okay to just be.